Yeah, um, I'm thinking about using the this come two rods as like clickbait to get you motherfuckers to watch this shit. So that might be the thumbnail. Anyway, to be fair, I will talk about that because I have mentioned it. I think I mentioned it on Facebook the other day, but I didn't really say anything. And I think it's because recently I've dropped a couple of things in there, and like over the last couple of days I've mentioned it in videos or whatnot. But now it's 100% for sure. Sam has sent out the rods. They're in the mail, and as soon as they get here, I would say sooner, but like I don't know if you guys watch my Instagram, it's kind of snowing pretty hardcore right now. Well, despite that, the temperature's not that far down. It's only like 28 degrees, so I'm gonna see if I can get myself motivated to go out to the shop and do some shit, even if it's just something simple, like just removing the ABS box or whatnot. I'd like to do something. The same thing, like I've been out of the gym for a week now because of the road trip and everything, and I want to do something in it. So I'm not gonna be able to go to the gym tonight because UFC 219 is tonight. So I'm gonna be probably working out at home. That's the good thing about having weights at home. So I'm gonna work out at home probably real quick tonight before the fight starts at 7. So I've got about 5 hours. And I really wanted to go Home Depot. Why I don't want to go to Home Depot because I want to get a little piece of aluminum so that way I can make some brackets, or 2 pieces of aluminum to make some brackets to start mocking up the intercooler. One little thing at a time. I still gotta wait for the shit to come in the mail or whatnot. Ariel sent that out. It's official. That's also in the mail. That was in the mail a couple days ago. So that should be here anytime soon with the alternator or whatnot and the bolts for the T bracket. So I got that coming. So here pretty soon I'm going to be jacking up the car again and putting the front end on jack stands and taking off the wheels. So that way it's easier for me to get at the wheel wells to take out the lines, the brake lines, to start doing that ABS delete. And also I got tie rod ends that need to go on there. So I need to do that too anyway. As far as the Vitara build goes, I think I mentioned it already. Like I have the full swap. I was kind of thinking about it, and because the nip and CSS thing is taking forever, I'm gonna talk to Jeff next week, see what he says, how long it's gonna take for him to get here or whatnot. Plus I got a plan for return shipping, and I've got a fucking ticket I just got the other day that I need to pay for. So I'm already gonna be strapped going into this next month. So anyway, that's gonna be fucking shitty. But besides that, I figured the whole point is to show Jesse Martinez something recent, something that I can document, like a full step-by-step process, engine build followed by running in the car. I know I did that for Blake's car. I know I did that for every one of my rebuild reviews, but because they were my guys that I built the engine for, sending it in, it wasn't like my face right there next to it. So I want to show without a doubt, that it is 100% my build, because I know that the people who are mad at me like to try and use that shit because my face is noise in the videos to try and say that's not mine. But if I do the Vitara build, even if they send me the block back within the next couple of weeks, the rods will be here in a day or so I can start tearing down that engine and start rebuilding it with the quickness, and then I can have that ready to go. As far as what else I would need to finish that, it would be like a clutch and all that shit, and I haven't 100% decided yet I'm going to give that away. But if I do decide to do that, then I could have that car could be running relatively quickly. It's a single cam, so it's just that much easier to get it in the car and all that stuff. It's less hassle. So that's cool, but it still needs to go back to finding a shell and a turbo setup and all that shit. But things being the way they are, I don't know, like, I don't mind giving away an engine rebuild, but there's some things that I do mind giving away, like turbo parts and all that shit. So I might just work out a deal with Homeboy, because now I have extra turbo stuff to put that towards the build, and who knows anyway. I don't know. Like I'm still being really Jewish. I might just keep my extra shit and make him buy stuff anyway. But the thing is, I don't know. Man, Jesus. I guess I'm making this without planning out my thoughts too clearly. I'm kind of rambling. My bad for that. Anyway, here's the idea. If I'm gonna give away the Vitara build, then maybe I keep the nip and CSS for myself, and I can push it to see how far I can get in horsepower before those pistons give out. I'd be down for that. Or I could give out the NIP and CSS block still to somebody in Florida. That's still a possibility. Jared, so it turns out Jared is the guy who sent me, I mentioned it like weeks ago in a shout out video I did, the guy who originally sent me injectors. Jared's got an intercooler that he's going to clean up and send to me too, so I'm going to have 2 turbos, 2 35Rs and 2 intercoolers and shit, you know. So, and I have an extra chunk of, well, I wouldn't really say extra intercooler piping. I still need some more of that. And but I mean, I'm well on my way to building a second turbo kit. I still need some miscellaneous parts here and there, but I'm gonna have the big importance of an intercooler and the turbo and a wastegate. So that's cool. Yeah, so got a lot of stuff, you know, that could be coming in a short amount of time. I guess it just really depends on how fast shit comes back. It gets to me, but depending on how long it's going to take me to put it together and possibly have it in a car. I still haven't 100% decided exactly what I'm going to do with that CSS nipping block, if I'm going to leave it LS or if I'm going to go LSV, which is normally the route I would go, and probably the route I'm going to go if I really want to push it to past 500. But then that comes with a whole other thing of getting sponsorship or affording a twin disc clutch, and that's really my biggest hurdle with going over 500 horsepower. I've mentioned before, you know, the cost effectiveness of going past 500 wheel horsepower, and the biggest fucking obstacle for me is a twin disc clutch, because a twin disc clutch, even a cheap one, is like $800-900, and like a really good one is $1,000+. So that's a huge fucking hurdle. Also, I think I might want to step out on a limb here, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and reactivate that GoFundMe thing. And if I am, I'm gonna leave that in the description. It's gonna be just I don't know, like, of course I'd like to earn money for the channel, because that would go back to getting more stuff. I'll rename it, and what it is gonna be it's gonna be funds for a crankshaft. I need a crank for a B18, guys. And to be 100% honest, I also need main bolts for a B18. I need main bolts, and I need a crank. The idea is that I'm going to come down to IBOC in Orlando in April. I do believe it's April, right? So before I come down there, I want to build that high compression B18 short block for Brian. And to do that, I need a crank. And I'm not going to have funds for a crank for a while. I may not have it until deep into February, and that'll give me a month to get this thing set up, situated with buying bearings, rings, and all that shit. So instead, if I can raise funds for a crank, then that'll be the biggest thing I can knock out. And then once I have that, then I can go ahead and start buying bearings, rings, and all that shit to get this build underway. And then hopefully, if I'm going down to IBOC, I can have an engine down there that'll be, I can not only go to the meet and hang out and see, but it's something that'll be running on the track and whatnot too. So yeah, I'm probably going to go ahead and reactivate that. And anyway, guys, it's not a big deal, like, for donations or whatnot. If you can't donate, that's cool. If not, no pressure. I already know how it is to be, you know, broken shit. This is why I'm doing this to begin with. If I had all kinds of money, I wouldn't be asking for any help for the channel anyway. Anyway, hopefully this will, I mean, not hopefully, this will change when I'm back down in Florida. Once I'm back in the regular workflow, my wife's going to be making money, I'm going to be making money, and the channel, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be selling all kinds of engines, so the financial problems will disappear once I get out of here. And I wouldn't even bother asking for help for getting this crank if I wasn't on like a crunch time. If I wasn't trying to get this before I was leaving, it'd be no big deal. Anyway, also, one of the things I wanted to talk about, hopefully you've made it this far into the video, this is the main reason why I'm making this video today, is the last couple of days I've uploaded some short videos to Facebook, and I've decided that's going to be a thing now. I'm gonna do that. Like I've said a bunch of times before, Snapchat is cool, but you know, I don't think I'm going to be uploading to Snapchat so much anymore, mainly because people don't really watch all of it when I try and do anything extended on there. But what I am going to be doing with Snapchat is I'm going to be watching you guys more often. I know I've kind of fallen off the wagon there for watching your guys' shit, but recently I've hopped back in the last couple of days and started peeking at stories or whatnot. Some of you guys are doing some really impressive stuff, you know, so that's cool to see. I'm not gonna lie, I'm nitpicky. If I see selfies or whatnot or girlfriend pictures, I'm not really gonna poke around. But if I see stuff that looks like engines, engine parts, I'm gonna be nosy. And even some cars, you know. But the whole, going back to the Facebook thing, I did mention before, I did the live streams. I'm probably going to start testing the waters more often on the live streams for Instagram. And I'm going to be probably uploading little bullshit videos every once in a while to Facebook. Things that I think are important. Oh, well, not really important. Like super important news updates for the channel will still get uploaded on the channel, so none of you guys will miss that. But there are a bunch of times that, like right now, this is kind of one of those things, but it's kind of running long. And I wanted to make sure that I'm telling you this part on the channel, so that way for you guys that don't know, you can go check it out. But there are a lot of times that I want to film stuff that I don't think would be appropriate to put on the channel, because I'm trying to keep as much relevant shit coming to the channel as possible, and keeping all like the little bullshit stuff, the day-to-day stuff, you know, like keep it out of the mix, because I don't want to start, you know, uploading random fucking bullshit videos, you know, 2 or 3 times a day, and then having people see that and it's like, well, that's not really something I care to see for the channel, and then like unsubscribing. I don't want to turn people off, but at the same time too, I don't want to fucking, I'm not going to suppress myself for making content if I really want to. So to do like a middle ground, I'll throw these kind of videos from now on that aren't super important. I'll throw them up on Facebook, so that way the people who are like the more diehards that follow the channel that are interested in seeing the more common stuff or the little news things can check it out there. So if you aren't already following me on VHB on Facebook, you know, go check that out. Plus, you know, I put the 2 videos up, like the Evans Tuning meet and greet thing. Nobody really paid attention to that too much of that for whatever reason. I don't know. That's fine. But see, that right there goes to show me that people aren't very interested in that. And me putting it on Facebook or YouTube, maybe I would have got a little bit more extra views, but I think that the mass majority shows that they're not interested in that, because in regards to that, compared to the other video I uploaded, which I uploaded a video another day or so later on Facebook, and it got like 100 and some views. And 100 and some views is about average for when I would normally upload a video, and I call it news. You know, when I call it news for the channel news, people don't really generally watch it too much. So because my YouTube views will fall into about the same category as Facebook, I'm just gonna throw it up on Facebook. And for those of you guys that are cool thinking about like monetization, like, well, why wouldn't you throw it up on there? Because every time you get views, you get money and all that shit. It's true, but let's just say like this. It's not exact, but it's relatively speaking 1,000 views for $1. So if I'm only getting 100 views, I'm getting pennies. So I'm not really missing out on anything. That way, I don't clog up the channel with a bunch of irrelevant videos that I think a lot of low subscriber channels kind of fall into. And then for you guys who are interested in seeing everything that I have to say and put out, you guys get to see that, and you don't have to watch ads. Unless Facebook puts ads in it, which has nothing to do with me if that's the case. I don't do Facebook ads. I got no power over that. Facebook's a goddamn cocksucker. They don't want to fucking pay you for your shit. They just want to throw stuff on there and them get paid. That's a whole other thing. Alright, so yeah, that's it. This is already turning out to be really long. I'm gonna put the GoFundMe probably in the link in the description, and if I'm gonna relaunch it, I'm gonna put it up on Facebook too. And yeah, that's it. We're gonna see how that works out, and if it works out, then maybe we can do some more stuff with that in the future. And I guess there's a possibility that I might just go ahead and put PayPal like as a pin thing from now on, because GoFundMe does take money from your donations. Like they take a chunk of your donation. So, and at PayPal, it would be all me. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. And for you guys that are possibly going to future, donate, thanks. For those guys that want to but can't, that's cool. And also don't feel any pressure. Like, hey, $1 is $1, man. And like I just said, 1,000 views equals $1. So most of my videos average 300 to 500 views. So if you're throwing $1, man, you're throwing like 1,000 views worth of fucking worth of revenue there. All right, guys. Thanks for watching again, and peace.